So coming to the question paper, this time question paper was pretty little easy. So here the thing is like section A, you have got 4. Truth knows no color. Supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Thought finds the word and creates one also. Best lessons are learned through bitter experience. So now let us understand one by one. Truth in, okay, please do answer. Among all this, if you are given, which is the one which you will be choosing? Those of you who are online, you can message like which is the one you will be choosing among the 4. If you are given the choice, so you should be choosing one, right? So which you will be choosing? Third one. Thoughts find the word. Okay. 4th, best lessons are learned through bitter experience. Okay. 2nd, very nice. Supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. So see, if I would have been writing, I would have taken 1. So we are 4. So we all are choosing one different thing. So that's good. So now having decided, so now how to go about? Let's begin with the first one. What is truth? Truth knows no color. What is truth? Please come again. Truth knows no color. What is truth? Okay. I am the most intelligent person in this world. Is this the truth? My shirt is red. Is it true? This clicker is black. Is it true? Then what does truth mean? Reality. Very good. Then truth is that which is fact. In fact, if you go more philosophical, it is said truth is God. Right? So here, what is truth? First is, truth is that, like as I said, anything which is factual, which is universal, which is objective, which is unchanging. If I go to America and if I ask, what is the color of my shirt? Will that change? So truth is that which is universal, which is objective, based on facts, based on reality. So truth is based on fact, reality, and is that which actually exists and which is not an imagination. So can you give some examples for truth? People online. Examples for truth. Taj Mahal built by Shah Jahan. That's truth, right? Then India got independence. Water boils at 100 degree. So these are a truth. So here, truth knows no color. Then what does this mean? No, it simply means truth is not dependent on other parameters. Say what I think, what you think. It is beyond time and place. What is truth in India will also be truth in America. So beyond time, beyond space. So that is the meaning. So can you elaborate or can you think of giving an example? So at the same time, one more point. Whenever you get a statement, often students are carried away by one thing, that they will just agree to that. They will just agree to that. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be having both for and against. Have you heard of cultural relativism? What is cultural relativism? So it is based on what people think. Say, for example, eating like beef may be sinful in India. What about eating dog? How do you feel when I say eating dog? It may irritate you, but it is released in Nagaland, in India itself, in China. So then this statement may not hold good. So you have to bring in the other side also, and you have to conclude. So in its purest form, truth knows no color. Means it is not dependent on color, caste, creed, all the variables. So if at all, if you want to relate to ethics, can you think of anything there? Utilitarianism. According to utilitarianism, what is ethical? Greatest good of greatest number of people. Greatest good of greatest number of people. Means, according to utilitarianism, truth is determined by greatest good for greatest number. Then this won't hold good. Kant was the biggest criticizer of this. So he says that truth, ethics is not dependent on what you feel good, what makes you happy. It is beyond that. You can bring these two arguments and conclude by saying that truth is universal, it is objective, it is not based on our whims and fantasies, on what I like or what you like. Okay. So we have to bring in examples. So the question was, how to like stretches for 1,000 marks. So here the one most important, very important question, you have to bring a civil servant perspective. You as a civil servant, what you will be doing. So here, if there is a law, if there is a program which you are implementing, if you are implementing, so you should implement without considering the things. Okay. So this is the one. So cultural relativism, according to cultural relativism, truth is based on what we think, our culture. So this is a statement which is against. Then you can conclude by saying, like what I have already told, while truth in its purest form is universal and impartial, human societies often place barriers like bias, prejudice, power structures that distort the color of perception of truth. Hence, the ideal should be truth without discrimination, even if practical reality is more complex. So it's just, I'm giving the outline for this. So here always conclude very positively. Okay. Then the next question. Okay. Supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. What does this mean? Winning without fighting. What does this mean? Yes, that is the literal meaning. By not using weapons or anything. That's great. Yes. Okay. Still, developing yourself, that may not be. Madam, what is your opinion? So, winning without fighting. What does this mean? So, here in fighting, you really will be fighting with each other. But here they are saying you should be winning without fighting. So, here this is a statement which underscores the importance of thinking, intelligence, tactics, negotiation. So physically, if we fight, those who will be very strong, they may win. But like with negotiation, many times, say for example, in history, can you think of any situation, a very important thing from the freedom struggle? Winning without fighting. Gandhiji. So, were there any revolution? Were there any war? We often used to think when I was young, like Britishers were left India. So I used to think that we had a war. In the night, British went away with all their baggages, luggages, things like that. It did not happen like that. It was a formal agreement. They left India. So here, what I meant to say is, here they are emphasizing on the capability of mind, the thought. Okay? So what is the meaning? Yes, definitely Quit India movement, because we did not fight. Non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi is the best example.
Can we bring doctrine of lapse? Bring by yes. Without fighting, there are
Yes, we can bring that. Doctrine of lapse. Not only that, Battle of Plassey, Battle of Buxar. Indian army was very, like the native army was huge, but he tactically saw to it that Robert Clive, in fact, I suppose, the war was not at all fought. He bribed the people. Almost they did not fight. Yes, yes, we can write past facts. We can give. We can give. Yes. But one conscious thing you have to use. Whenever you are writing examples, say for example, you want to give some hypothetical examples, you shouldn't be using your words, your own words. Say for example, when you are giving a hypothetical example, Raghu died this, you shouldn't be writing that. If it is already proved, a historical thing, you can mention. So what you should be doing is, say if X does this, if Y does this, that should be the thing which you should be doing. Why I am saying is, this I have found. Like one student, he got negative marks for using names in essay paper in Karnataka Public Service Commission. So almost corrections will be same. Okay, please. If you write more examples, it's okay, but it should be appropriate. And here a point of caution. Most of you always think of using like phrases, proverbs. It's good, but you should be very careful. Because phrases and proverbs, they have got different meanings, different interpretations that should exactly suit. Okay, so meaning is that smart work and intelligence. So can we think of UPSC preparation in this direction? Smart work is required, not just reading everything. So you can interpret like that. Okay. So any answer? So in fact, this was given by Sun Tzu in The Art of War. It simply highlights the importance of strategy in winning the things. So previously, what was thought? You should have big armies. You should have big armory, ammunitions, all these things. But he said that no, war should be fought through your wisdom, brain. That is the meaning. It values intelligence, diplomacy, psychological advantages over brutal force, the physical thing. So if you apply this to civil service, so how do you apply this to civil service? Negotiating. Say you are a civil servant. There are two communities which are fighting. So here, using your logic, your tactics, you can. So that is possible only when you are a person of integrity. If you are not a person of integrity, then people won't listen. So at the same time, you also should bring the other aspect. All wars cannot be brought like fought only in mind through intelligence. Say for example, America. Can we win? Can America be won? Like say for example, there is a small country. So there is a fight between a small country and America. Can the small country win without weapons? So not possible always. So you have to bring the other way around also. Not all wars can be won without fighting. But the best one is without fighting. You should win the war. So here it simply says that human mind has that big capacity, thinking ability. You have to make best use of that. So the whole model answers, everything will be provided later. Here I am just giving you blueprint. It is like a first impression about the things. Okay. Thought finds the word and create one also. What is the meaning of this? So here, thought finds the word. What is the meaning of this first one? Thought finds the word and create the one also. May not be. Thought finds the word. See, you say that someone is beautiful. So, where? How it is created? For some, something may be appearing beautiful. For others, it may not be appearing beautiful. So, what does this imply? Your thought has created the word. What happiness means to you? Isn't it created by your thought? So, here there are two aspects. Thought finds the word and creates one also. Mean to say, thought processes the things we perceive. At the same time, thought also has the ability to create a word itself. Is the meaning clear to you? So I'll elaborate in simple words. Thoughts find the word. Means the word we perceive. This is based on how we interpret the things. At the same time, thoughts have the ability to even create the word. First is, already there is something that you are perceiving. The second part is, your thoughts themselves are creating something. Is this clear to you? Let me just read out. Our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions play a crucial role in shaping and understanding and experiencing the reality. So this is the meaning of this. What is real? That is perceived by our beliefs, thoughts. At the same time, also our interpretations have the power to influence and create a world. So it's, I think, very subjective and little difficult. Okay. So thoughts finds the word. It means that our minds interpret the sensory information we perceive, creates a subjective understanding of the world around us. Like, how are the people of Hyderabad? If you say they are good, it is based on how you think. Right? This is the meaning of the first one. Then the second, thought create the word. Thought create the one also. Means in line with this, the thought creates the word. Means you can create a objective things out of just thoughts. So it suggests that our thoughts are not merely passive reflections of reality, but actively contribute its construction. Okay. Next, best lessons are learned through bitter experience. So let me ask you, there are many people who lives some habits, say for example, drinking, say for example, smoking, all these things. When will they leave? When their parents, teachers, they say smoking is bad, please leave this. Will they leave? But when will they leave? When doctor says, Arey Baba, you have got cancer. So you relish junk food. You feel that is tasty. Pani puri, roz khana mangta hai. So if someone says, don't eat pani puri, will you leave that? But when you fall ill, you will. At the same time, you always should not agree to this. Your bitter experience may not be giving you the lessons always. So can you think of any example? Best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Yes, World War, best example. See, now many are having nuclear weapons. Why they are not using nuclear weapons? Why they are not using? Bitter experience in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So we were having standoff with China. We did not go almost a real war did not happen. Why? Already we know the consequences. So here it simply says that like the bitter experience will have lasting effect, more profound effect. At the same time, you also should bring in some of the things which contradict this. All bitter experiences may not give you the best lessons. Say, for example, I am from a SC or ST community. I had a bitter experience in society. Will that give me a better lesson? It may not. It may not. So, like what I am saying is, in all the question, you should not 100% agree. Should also be presented. But concluding, that is an exception, not law. Exceptions are there. That is the one which you have to show. Okay. So, the most profound and valuable wisdom is often gained by enduring hardship, pain, difficult circumstances. These negative experiences create powerful, memorable, never again responsive, forgiving characters, reliance in a way that comfort and ease cannot. Okay. So these are some of the things. For this, you have to give examples, and also here you should be adding the perspective in which a civil servant has to. If possible, you have to bring in civil service exams also. Yes, military operations, war, like has second World War. That was the thing. But you shouldn't be quoting those things like which are not familiar to all. You should be always quoting well familiar ones. Yes.
Because of colonization, national movement happened. By better experience through colonization, recovered through national movement.
Yes, true. So here, these are the 4 questions. In this, what I request is for you, without referring to ChatGPT or any source, this is a very important and also my humble request. Please write an essay and send us. Afterwards, you will understand like how you are thinking. Then you can compare with the people who are explaining, not only with what others and all, with what I teach also. Arey, sir has said these things. You should be in a position to think better than me. Okay. So section here I have discussed. Section B will be discussed by another faculty, Harnath Reddy. So we'll see whether he is there in the room or not. Otherwise, we'll have section B tomorrow. Sir, has sir come? Hmm? If you have got any doubt, please let me know. If you have got any doubt, please let me know. So here, like to conclude, what I want to say is, please by heart these questions. Just 4 lines. Can't you by heart this? Similarly, next 4. Those things should be in your mind. The reason being, the person who sets next year question will also be almost the same person or his student, or we will be basing those questions based on these questions. So these questions which are here, this have to be used in your next answer. Is it clear? So please by heart these questions and use wherever possible, because this is what UPSC thinks. This reflects UPS thought process. Okay. So we'll continue with paper section B tomorrow. If you have got any doubt online, students, please let me know. Okay. Bhavya, Indraja, Janavi. Okay. So if you don't have any, let us conclude this. Don't like think that the class is over. If you still have any doubt, you can message us. Okay. Having said that, we'll conclude the session. Have a great day. Enjoy your preparation. If you enjoy your preparation, success is yours. In line with this, we also have one question. Concentrate on the journey, not the process, in section B. Concentrate on the journey, not the outcome or the goal. So here in this, if you enjoy civil service preparation, success will be 100% yours. Yes. Okay. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.